So before I forget, just going to start recording. That way we've got that all set and dialed in. And so what I was thinking, I'm not sure about you, buddy. What I was thinking is we just simply, say something like this. You have your thoughts, I have my thoughts. And some of the thoughts that I have are, we just jump right into, it's been many years since you've been holding events, and you're back in the groove. You've got Dubai coming up here next week, and then basically have them, actually it's exactly 1 week from today.
Oh,
it's the 23rd.
Awesome.
So that's pretty cool. And so what I was thinking is we just simply have them talk about, how exciting it is to get back into the groove. And from that point forward, talk about maybe some of the stunts, that they have planned. And then talk about, what can you say to get people excited? The fans that you don't have. I mean, it'd be nice to read. This is one very important part I want to talk about is, what does it feel like to be able to get back in front of your fans and reconnect with your old fans? And then what can you say to future new up and coming fans to really get them excited to come out and see your show? And so I think that's just some of my thoughts. Plus getting into the fact of New Zealand, and they can talk about, New Zealand coming up and what are their thoughts about New Zealand. And then I don't know, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts for this second fireside chat with Krusty?
Yeah,
John and Dana.
that sounds good. Actually, right. We only have 30 minutes, right? So they might be in a hurry. So okay, yeah, I think we'll just focus it on the upcoming events so that it kind of acts as a promotion for that Dubai event and the next one, the New Zealand one. So yeah, we'll just focus on the events, whatever they want to talk about it, just like the last time, we'll just let them talk and we'll just, keep the conversation going.
Cool. Awesome. Sounds good. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. The idea is this particular fireside just focus 100% and getting the word out as much as possible with our press release, with putting this on WFO, putting this on Krusty Demons, and wonder if we could put this a link to this fireside chat in the press release. So when it goes out to the world, people can listen to Krusty before the actual event. I think that would be really, 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 really good. All right. Pretty exciting.
Yep.
I wish we were going. Oh my God, buddy. I wish we were going. But maybe hopefully New Zealand. All right. New Zealand. Hey, it looks like Dana. Awesome. Beautiful. He's connecting his audio. And then John will be joining us here shortly, I'm sure.
Almost, John.
Hey, there's the man himself. Dana, how are you doing?
Good. How are you today?
Oh my gosh, feeling phenomenal. Absolutely.
Hi, Dana.
Looking forward to this chat with you. Super, super stoked and excited. Can't wait to hear all about what you guys have to say. Basically this fireside, just let you know, Dana is focused 100% just on Dubai and your future upcoming tours. And so this is what we want to really talk about this particular time, is getting the word out and hopefully getting more and more fans to come to the arena, both old and new. So that's the goal.
Good. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right, John should be here shortly.
Trying to figure out
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Trying to figure out how to view the thing.
Oh, in the lower portion of your screen, there should be a video button to start your video.
Right.
Yeah, just kind of click on that and we'll be able to see you.
Oh, there you go.
There's the man.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. Hey, and you got your Baja. You got your right on. Right.
Oh, my toys. Yeah, I got.
Yeah, I love it. I always
love the toys, right?
That's the best place.
Yeah, you got your extra 330. It looks like maybe there up on the wall. Your aerobatic plane.
Yeah, that
your
one.
RC airplane.
The
yellow one.
That's the best one right there.
Oh, sweet! I love it.
Here we got. You like planes?
I love RC. I have a private pilot's license. I fly.
Here's the chopper.
Oh yeah, sweet. You got three choppers. I love it.
Yeah. We got a few. We
Oh,
got the
four
Munis.
or five. You got all
Yeah.
kinds of RC
Well,
helicopters.
they always come with for filming. You know what I mean? That's everything I do is about the camera. You know what I mean?
Oh, cool. Very cool. Drone. Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, this
So
thing.
you just attach that. You attach that to the bottom of the helicopter, then?
No,
No.
I started doing this when drones didn't exist, you know what I mean? So that's why
Wonderful.
all the helicopters. So I've been trying to fly my camera for 20 fucking 30 years now. Right.
You were like the forefront. You were the leader. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I put it this way, before GoPro,
Yeah.
like I used to work with the very beginning of the GoPros, but before that, we used to use, different kind of camera systems. And it's all about that wide angle lens, because I used to adapt my own wide angle lenses, right? I used to actually use like the doorbell lens for the fisheyes.
Yeah.
I used to use those fucking things. But the reason GoPro became successful was because of that.
Yeah.
Because like everything you see was always about having a camera, and the more wide angle it takes to shake out. And even with the helicopters, there's so much vibration that you got to isolate all the vibration.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Like when they came out with the drones and everybody started throwing drones in the air, that's when I stopped filming, because it became too easy. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. Gotcha.
It's like 20 years of making a camera fly. All of a sudden now you get these guys to where the camera's flying around all over, and it doesn't even look real anymore. You know what I mean?
No, it really doesn't.
It doesn't even look real. So to me, it takes away, it's not interesting anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, because it used to be an art. You were like, before, it was really a science to getting it right and making it look good. Now it's just, anybody can do it.
That was my shot. That was good history right there, right?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, that's a good backdrop.
It's the science of
it
filming.
Looks like John's jumping on right now. Well, John's jumping on. I have to ask you, Dana. And since you like airplanes, aviation, when you're in Vegas, okay, when you're in Vegas, all right.
Yeah.
If you're interested, it's on me. All right. It's flying an extra 330 aerobatic airplane. You go up with a pilot. And I don't know if you're interested or not.
Now, put it this way.
Yeah.
When I sell that trophy truck, my goal is to buy a fighter jet, and you can get a TS-11 for about 80 grand with American Instruments, like a Iskra or something like that. And just to say that I own one, and then I figured as soon as I want something with ejection seats, because that yellow plane is my boy Plank, that he crashed in a plane. He got killed in his own plane, which was going to be our pre-running plane. I myself have been down in a chopper. I went down in a chopper in Alaska.
Oh my God.
Almost right on top of Freeman's head filming. So we got some history.
Damn. Hey, how do I add my myself in there with a picture?
Lower left-hand corner, free dog. Okay, so story time. I was in Vegas 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay.
At the Cosmo, and me and Free Dog, we rented choppers out of V-Town before. And if you got a pilot's license and airplanes in Vegas, we'll be there. I'll come up in like October when we get back from Dubai. I ain't scared one bit.
Sweet.
So you got your own plane or just a pilot's license?
No. I just have a pilot's license. I'm not current right now. My third class medical is out of date, so I got to get that current, and then I got to get my touch and goes to get current on the touch and goes. But immediately, what we could do is jump into an aerobatic airplane and want to have one incredible hell of a ride. I'm telling you, it's so much fun. Seriously, the pilot will take it off. The pilot will land it, but he'll give you the yoke, the stick, the entire time in flight. And you will have so much fun. It's like a fighter jet. It's like a baby fighter jet. A baby fighter jet, wherever you want to go, it will go. It has that much power. It is super, super lightweight. So much fun.
I'm in.
All right, cool. Looking forward to it.
Me and Johnny flew a twin engine over the Andes and coming out of what Peru. The guy let us fly the plane. Remember that one?
Yeah, right over Nazca lines.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I love it.
So here's a question on the pilot side. If our instructor, because John's son, he's actually getting his pilots, he's starting to be a pilot right now also. Mm-hmm. And I figure if we get a fighter jet and our instructor, we could, if we memorize like that shit he tells the tower, can we get out on the runway and just bone out? I mean, come on.
Question.
Theoretically, technically you could, but you certainly don't want to get caught by the FAA without a pilot's license. Theoretically, you could do it. If you seriously could learn from him, learn how to do all the maneuvers, and learn how to talk the shop with the tower, but make sure you just don't, obviously make any mistakes and the FAA finds out you're flying without a pilot's license.
Well, if I made a mistake, it wouldn't matter now, would it?
Oh, that's true. You'd be out here.
All right, so that settles that.
I love it. Oh, funny. Oh my God. Gentlemen, I just can't wait to talk here with you for the next 30 minutes. And so without any further ado, because I want to respect you guys' time, we already have been recording, but we can edit everything in the beginning. And so here it is, September 23rd, 2022, our second Fireside Chat. So excited. My name is Jason, along with Joe, and we're here with John and Dana from Crusty Demons. Thank you very much for joining us here this morning or afternoon. Appreciate wherever you are in the world. Excellent.
Thanks for having us.
Beautiful. Absolutely. Oh, cool. Awesome. So I am super stoked, super excited in relation to what's coming up in exactly 1 week. And that's the focus of today's Fireside. Is 1 week from today, the 23rd of September, you guys are getting back on World Tour, and it's got to be just an amazing feeling because it's been a few years since you've been touring, and now you're going to be able to get your riders out there to Dubai, exciting place of the world. I've been there 4 times. It's an amazing place to visit or live if you're ever so lucky and fortunate. So without any further ado, either one of you, both of you, jump in terms of what are you most excited about in reconnecting with your old fans? And most importantly, even just as important, if not more, is attracting and drawing in new fans. And so please, elaborate a little bit more what it feels like to get back on tour and reconnect and build new fans.
All right, well, let me chime in right now because it's been a while since I've been on a plane. And worst thing for me is I'm trying to figure out my camera bag. I haven't traveled in so long with the pandemic. It's been a little bit of a while. So, me and Johnny jumping on a plane to Dubai next week here.
Tuesday, right? Tuesday, you guys?
Yeah, we're jumping on a plane Tuesday.
Yeah.
And it's definitely going to be exciting. I think it's hot there, Johnny. Is it summertime in Dubai?
Yeah. Hot and sticky. Yes.
Sticky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Vegas.
Yeah. Like Vegas, indeed. That's where I'm at. Vegas. Definitely prepared to take at least 2 showers a day at a minimum, morning and night, because you will feel it. No question about it. Absolutely.
Istanbul was like that when I went over a couple of weeks ago. Sticky.
Okay.
Hot. Probably the same in Dubai. Both me and Dana, we've never been to Dubai, so it's a new territory for us to explore, and we have some new partners that are taking us there. So awesome. They were adamant about using this new Coca-Cola arena that's right in the heart of Dubai, right there.
Yes.
And so that's a nice venue for us. It's got the right size that we can, fly bikes back and forth, get all the guys in the air at the same time, all the stuff that, we're known for. We got some 2 girls that are pretty famous around that area in the UAE area. Is that what you call it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
UAE, United Arab Emirates. Yes.
Yeah. So we got these girls. They're called the Twins. So they're going to be doing sets for us, and the guys will ride, to some of that. So all choreographed and pretty cool. We got another couple of acts that are unusual coming with us. So should be a really good time. A lot of people are coming from, as far as performers and stuff. There's going to be a lot of people from, let's see, Australia, and all over Europe. So some of the top riders from those areas are all coming because it makes sense from those areas to get to Dubai. Yeah,
definitely.
uh-huh.
Can you share like the number of riders you have planned and maybe some of the names?
I think we have 8 riders. Libor Podmal is a big one for us. Remy Bizouad is another
Awesome.
one. Both these guys are like gold medal winners and
Mm-hmm.
have high accolades. And there's a lot of new crew that they're bringing that they've taught. So it's kind of cool because they're the mentors for these for the younger kids. There's 2 brothers coming out of Australia. One's going to be doing double backflips, possibly front flips. So a lot of good acts, a lot of good, young talent. So for Dana and I, over the years, we've been able to, take young kids and give them a character, give them a part in a movie, showcase them in live shows, and they become somebody, and then they get noticed, and they might end up at X Games or something like this, competing for medals. But yeah, there's about 3 or 4 guys that have already medaled in the games that are coming on tour. So
phenomenal.
Yeah,
it's
going to be exciting to get this thing back on track. It's been a while, and right after Dubai, we're going to go into New Zealand. We have a 3-stop tour going through New Zealand to catch up on, and to get some of the acts through, to get our whole kind of team back together is it's great. It's exciting,
Oh,
Amazing.
I can only imagine the feeling, after so many years of being away from what you guys love and are so passionate about, and to be able to get back in the groove, back on track and do what you love, and showing the world, the stunts, but also, it's great that you mentioned that there, John, in terms of, cultivating the young riders, and seeing them grow and seeing them perform and doing well at X Games, and just over the top, seeing that whole progress line with their abilities is just got to be so cool. Both of you are you're legends in the industry, being able to, take this sport into the whole new level. You were the 4 founders, and it's amazing. I love it.
Throughout our tours and things like that, it was Americans that we started with, right? And it was all about Americans. Bringing them over to Australia was an interesting thing. And then young Australians started to get to ride with them and learn their tricks, learn how these Americans operate, how they become characters like in our films and stuff like that. And eventually the Australians start getting better than the Americans, and they start winning everything at X Games. And that was the breeding ground. And so maybe this is a new, breeding ground for some of these young kids to get their name out there, get noticed, get more sponsors.
Sure.
That's kind of, what we've been doing for, 30 years now, since we did like Crusty Demons of Dirt, the first one. Yeah. On VHS.
Oh yes, back in the old days.
Back in the old days, people would watch them. People would watch them so many times, they'd call us up and they go, "Hey, bro, is there any way we can get another one? Because we rewound it so many times it got stuck." And they're pulling the tape out, showing us footage, and it's like, "Yeah, we'll send you another one, no problem."
That is phenomenal. I love it. I just thought of a new question based upon what you mentioned there. And, the little rivalry, good rivalry between the US and US, teaching the guys in Australia and other Australian guys, perhaps they're a little bit better in some ways than some of the things. Now that you're going into the UAE, forecast moving forward, because obviously there's no time to plan this for this particular event. But in the future, when you come back, hopefully to the UAE and you have another event, I'm just wondering, to help cultivate the young riders, would Krusty be interested possibly in doing a little like demonstration day and riding day, like out in the actual real field someplace, back out in this Sahara Desert someplace, someplace where you can actually, show hands-on little training camp or something like that. And I'm just talking out loud right now. Just crazy idea, but I'm just wondering if you put that out there, if that's something you guys have ever done before.
Well, it's all a possibility, and we'd like to build a training camp out there, actually.
Yeah, for one, if John and I are going to Saudi Arabia, no matter what, we're going to wind up going to one of the sand dunes and doing something.
Yeah.
A lot of times we'll go and film a segment in between shows for our movies and things like that. This is going to be a short trip, but I do think we may be popping in just for a quick promo before the show, possibly in the sand dunes.
I don't think that's possible on this one. We're barely getting the bikes and riders there on time, and then they need to practice. So this one's too short, but
future.
Next time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Scotty was saying they were going to take a rider and do a couple pops.
Let's see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we usually wind up finding our way. It is Saudi Arabia, and they do have sand dunes, so
they got a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I've been out there. Yes, it's amazing. Plenty of places to ride.
Are we allowed to? Can we wear shorts there?
You can wear shorts. Obviously, you got to be respectful if you go into some of the mosques and things of that nature, and you got to make sure your shorts are a little longer than your knees. Okay, that's important. You just kind of have to lower them. I had to do that one time. I had to lower them, lower than my knees.
Not the old Andrea Agassi tennis shorts.
Exactly.
Okay, so for what, even though it's summertime, everybody gonna be wearing long pants or robes?
They a lot of the guys, locals, they wear the robes. Absolutely. I actually bought one time just to kind of check it out and what have you.
We might have to get a couple.
And what?
Exactly.
Hey, are you free balling under the robe or what? I'm asking.
Get the mayor in there.
Yeah.
It's so hot. You gotta be comfortable. So yeah, you're free balling. Not me personally, but guys do.
I don't know what to expect. You know what I mean?
Boxers, briefs, or free balling.
Absolutely.
Is it pretty westernized from pretty much the airport to where we're going? Is it like a beachy town?
It is so cool because it's so new, you know what I mean? And there's so much construction. They keep on building. So from the airport to the main place where you're going to be going, just a lot of tall buildings, and you're right along the beach there. And it's just beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Very, very cosmopolitan. Now, each area is a little bit different. I went to northern UAE. It's more historical, and more rustic. And they're trying to bring tourism up to the very, very north of Java Jis. It's a very cool, the world's fastest zip line. So next time when you guys go, and hopefully I can join you guys next time if you're in Dubai, that is a lot of fun. You're going 150 kilometers an hour down this zip line from one mountaintop down to the bottom to another mountain. Phenomenal. Nice. Absolutely the best.
Do they speak English?
They do. There's a lot of people that speak English. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So we can get around.
You can easily get around, especially when you're in Dubai. And you're talking about a very cosmopolitan, international mix of people. So you have a lot of locals, absolutely, but there's a lot of Europeans, Australians, Americans. And so It's really, really cool just to rush. Oh yeah, a lot of Russian women.
Yes.
So it's really, really, really fascinating. Absolutely. Great place to visit. And like I say, for those expats that live there, kudos, man. Lucky you guys, because love that region.
We're looking forward to it then, right?
Oh, you guys are gonna have a ball. Seriously, it's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, really, honestly. Yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. And with your new partners, I'm telling you, I was fortunate to be able to speak with Emre, and he's a great guy. I understand he's with the board and the other guys. Just great new partnership that you have there, and just congratulations and locking that up and making this happen. So kudos. And in terms of New Zealand, can you talk a little bit, about the dates and the cities and if you don't mind, if you can foreshadow what you're thinking about for 2023 and where you like to possibly go.
Well, let me chime in on New Zealand for a minute here. Now, New Zealand has kind of been back and forth with COVID on and off, so we're excited to get back to New Zealand, get back to the shows that were scheduled on the books. And one thing that I'm excited for New Zealand is it's an outdoor arena. They're outdoor arenas, so that means it's a little bit of a different show. And we're actually going to have a monster truck there, a monster truck or so. And I'm trying to pass the word down the line, make sure there's a truck for me to try to drive.
Heck yeah.
Johnny and I went to a show in Perth one time, and we had the Krusty Demon monster truck, and we got to put it around. And then I did a couple wheelies over the cars and the shows. It was awesome. So it'll be fun. Yeah, the promoter, I called him out, and he's like, "Oh, you're second off the line." I'm like, "Oh, great. I have no idea what I'm doing." But yeah, New Zealand may be a little more mayhem and a little bit more fun like that. So that's kind of exciting. And but it's going to be great to structure back into bringing some back in the Americans and a whole new team, and putting together a show that we could send to relatively countries around the world turnkey. But you have the exact dates, John, on those?
We hit Auckland on October 22nd. So it's a month after Dubai. The second one, I'm not sure if it's Christchurch, because we go to Christchurch on one of them. And then there's another town we've never been, and I'd have to look it up to tell you what it's even called. But Auckland and Christchurch, we've been quite a few times, but these particular shows are not going to be in indoor arenas. So they're going to be outdoor, and it's more in a setting like, it's probably a bunch of farmers and guys that ride motorcycles around that area. People want to come and see something like this. Yeah.
I see the dates, if this is correct, on your website. Auckland, October 22nd.
Yes.
Masterton, October 29. Masterton. And then Christchurch, like you say, November 5th. November
5th, Christchurch.
Yep.
That's our finale.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Beautiful. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
John, in terms of, I know the dates are probably not locked in and things of that nature, but what are your thoughts for 2023, and where would you like to actually take the tour?
You mentioned our partners that are taking us to Dubai. At some point, I think they're going to add Turkey in there. Now, if I'm understanding it right, that's not UAE, that's Europe.
No.
So a stop in Europe, which would be Turkey somewhere, maybe Istanbul. I don't know. They want to add that before the end of this year. Yeah.
Oh, even before the end of it. Wow.
Before the end of this year.
Yeah.
If we take the Dubai show and roll it over into like Turkey, that's kind of the plan. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
It's going to be great.
I love it.
Yeah. I got a feeling that
2023 is more on the whiteboards at the moment. We just need to get through.
Yeah. Get through the next event.
So we don't have anything to announce with you at this moment until things are locked in with venues and places that we really want to go. A place that
excellent
Dana and I would really like to go, and we have a big fan following, is Canada.
Yes,
we'd love to do a tour through Canada.
Winnipeg,
maybe
Vancouver,
3 stops there or something like that.
Yeah. Montreal. We need to do Montreal.
Montreal, maybe Vancouver.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Maybe go to the east side. But
cool.
Canada has definitely been in discussion. So, and then hot spots in America would be near LA, San Diego, something like that. Utah is a big one. Salt Lake, a lot of followers, and Arizona.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
West Coast.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little more about what it's like to be on a world tour, like a life on the roads? So how does that feel like? So could you tell us a little more about that?
Go ahead, D.
Well, living on the road, I don't know, it's something that we've been doing for 20, 30 years now, I guess. Well, we come from the background of snowboarding, so we've always lived out of a duffel bag and jumped on planes. So you kind of get, it's kind of like a lifestyle. Doing the shows and the tours are a little bit different, because when you're doing arena like the Coca-Cola arena, you have your sound people and your staffing, your athletes, so everybody winds up staying kind of in the same hotel, and from after hours party to kind of becoming a crew. Sometimes you become a crew, sometimes for the better, for the worse, depending on what riders you have. Some of them like to go out and run wild and have fun and go to the bars, and you get 10, 15 athletes, pro athletes together, and all staying in same hotels. Sometimes it's pretty interesting, but and the bottom line is, it always is good footage, and it's always a great story.
I think there's a lot of hotels in Australia that they don't want us coming back.
Yeah,
Wow.
If that explains it in one gesture right there.
Yeah, we got banned from Manly Beach. Like, they called the other hotels to tell all the other hotels not to let us stay there. So, because we'd get like 30, 40 rooms at a time, and
wow,
it's funny. So we'd have to like stay like an hour away from the venue.
Oh my
I remember
God.
we were in a hotel or something that had different floors and balconies. This was in New Zealand, and the guys bought a whole thing of fireworks unbeknownst to us. And some of the guys were in one building, some of the guys were in the other building. So everybody's like, saying what up across balconies, and then all of a sudden it goes into the rocket war.
Oh
so
my God, no
of course
way.
we're gonna film it. Got all that on film. It's just ridiculous.
Holy cats.
And we didn't have to leave.
They didn't kick you.
Somehow we pulled that off, and manager let us stay. They're like, I don't know. Some guys came up, start firing rockets. We just had to duck.
Yeah, I'll never
like that.
I'll never forget the one time I got the email, and it was like it was from a place in New Zealand, and it was a list of like this, and a guy sleeping in the bushes, and this on the second floor, and this on that floor. And then the one that got me was the fire hose wrapped around the floor and let off on the third floor. I'm like, the fire hose box on the side of the wall. Oh my God.
Yes.
That one was a bit much, but yeah. Sometimes
classic
is
is
insane.
Our funny guy Bubba, that we do a lot of skits with and things like that. And we've been doing them every year. And so Bubba's in New Zealand, and he had a stripper up in his room, right? And she either stormed out or something, and he's like, hey, wait a minute. And he's naked, and his door shut behind him. So he's trying to figure out, I got to go get a key from the front desk. And he's standing there, big old bub, naked, and the girl's running down the hall, and he's going, wait. And so he ripped like the biggest poster that he could find off their wall, wrapped himself up in the poster, and just walked down and said, hey, bro, locked myself out of my room. And they're like, bro, you're going to have to pay for that, man. You broke one of our biggest posters in our, in the hallway there. He's like, no problem. Just give me a key, man. I got to get out of here.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Here's another one for you in New Zealand.
The only stipulation on Bubba is that he has to have his own room, because he snores so loud nobody can room with him.
Well, you got to hit him with a shoe, D.
Yeah, right. You got to stick the shoe in his mouth.
So there was another time in New Zealand that we did a big show. I forget which one, Wellington or one of those places, Dunedin, something. We had to drive 3 vans with all the athletes, and we're in there. And so we're going miles and miles and miles. So the craziest guys that were driving is like our Luke Smith from New Zealand, Blake Williams, which we call Bilko, and Jimmy Blaze, which was our snowmobile guy. So they're in a race down the street, right? On the highway we get, and they're going, I don't know how fast those things go, but over 200 kilometers an hour, whatever, they're just pinning it until the engine blows. And we're throwing, donuts out the side, and cream puffs, and, all that at each other. And there's a car that is approaching on us. We're like, what the fuck is this guy? He's going to come up, and then he passes the first van, passes the second one, passes the third one, then starts doing this in front of us and puts on the lights. It's an officer. And so he pulls us all over and he goes, everybody out of the van. I'm going to give you all a lecture. He goes, number one, I went to your show last night and I enjoyed it.
Oh.
But out here, this is my show, damn it. This is my show on the highway. He's like, wow. You guys go drive off safe. I'm going to let you go because I had a good time last night. So everybody just calm down, be on your way. And everybody just went out.
Is phenomenal.
Yeah. Bub was driving.
What's that?
I said Bub was driving. He was pulling on Bub's ear. He's like, yeah.
Oh, was he? Something. We have it on video. Everybody was trying to throw everybody under the bus. No, it's him. No, I swear it was that guy.
That's just feels like something out of a Hollywood movie. That's just insane.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
I can almost certainly reassure you, you two are going to have more incredible memories to be made come 1 week from now. There in Dubai, I'm almost certain you're going to have more fun than you had certainly since COVID. You know what I mean? So
I have a question.
Yes.
Since it's hot in Dubai, do people wear black t-shirt or black things or white? Like, you know what I mean? Like, say,
good question. The locals always wear white. I love wearing black. That's just my thing, and I always wear black no matter where in the world, but the locals, they wear a lot of white just to, help, reduce the heat. So seriously,
that's what I was thinking, because that's like when we make our merch, we always make it all in black. And I was thinking to myself, well, like they probably wear a lot of white.
They do.
Oh, they'll have that one black shirt in their wardrobe.
They do. Oh,
no, I'm saying our tour, Crusty Demons, they'll have that black shirt, so it'll be noticeable.
They will buy black. Oh yeah. I mean, if you guys, usually, because I know you usually wear black too, and so definitely don't necessarily change your motif. Go with what you go with, and they will buy it and they will wear it. They change clothes. They wear different, darker clothes at night. The sun goes down. So definitely, absolutely, just go with what you normally do. They will buy it. Absolutely.
I'm going black and gold.
Black and gold, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Dana, what's your cat's name?
Tundra. That's my mascot. That's my racing cat.
Hey. Awesome. I love it. Beautiful gentlemen. Well, I think we've definitely made the half hour. I want to be respectful of your time. Tundra.
Hey,
good
buddy.
to see you there. Nice to meet you. And Joe, if you have any other final, questions right now, now's the time, and then and we can wrap up after you if you don't have anything else.
I don't really have anything else. I'm sure that you guys are gonna love Dubai, and Dubai is gonna love you, because it's an international destination, and there's a lot of cultures and a lot of people coming together, and they're gonna love your show. So yeah,
absolutely.
Looking forward to seeing that on screen.
They're okay with Americans over there?
Oh yeah,
absolutely, totally.
They are completely used to people from all around the world. Yes. So it's perfectly okay.
What about going through the airport? Do you get the full shakedown and all that, or are they cool?
No. They're the immigration guys. I'm as you can tell, I'm always just very personable and very friendly and very happy, very energetic. That's just who I am, and I try to be that way with the immigration officers. But they're very stoic. They don't, there's no joking around with them. So, I tried to the first couple times coming in, but I learned after that, just be somber, just be quiet, go ahead, answer the questions, and they let you right in. It's a breeze.
Don't ask them to fire their weapon.
Well, I hear stories like of like what Liverpool or whatever fucking went to jail because they found like a pot seed or something. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, I smoke weed, so I'm like, well, fucking, just because my clothes might smell or something, I'm like, oh, fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that,
you know,
that happened to me. Yeah, after
not
shooting in Colorado,
bringing anything, you know?
Right. Just do check your bags just to make sure that everything is removed, because they might have a dog walking around. They might
Looks like you already dumped your bag, D, for your camera. Just clean it up.
That's why it's all empty, dog.
Give it a spray in there.
Yeah,
exactly.
Fine.
I'm thinking about just going and buying a new bag, all new clothes, everything. I'm like fucking tripping on it.
No.
Right?
Be yourself, man. Be yourself, dude.
All
And
right.
guys, I'm just super stoked. So happy for you. Please travel safe. Have a phenomenal fun time. Okay.
All right.
Just
Anything
super
goes
happy
wrong,
for
you better fucking steal a plane and come get me.
Okay. You got that right.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to the stories afterwards. Okay, guys.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good.
So,
Fucking
thank you
A.
very, very
Great.
much to both of
All
you.
right,
Thank you
guys.
so much, guys.
All
Yeah.
the best. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.